demonstration per se involved with this. If any of you guys have ever seen any of the HGTV things, you've probably seen like Barnwood Builders. What these folks are doing is that they're taking old barns, they're tearing them back down and reclaiming them into flooring, cabinetry, whatever you want to do out of it. There's been multiple ways in which you can reclaim a floor. One is, taking it off of old barn beams. There was a company that was up in Lake Superior actually getting logs out of the bottom of the lake. So they would dive down, pick up the logs, and then reclaim it into flooring and other, cabinets and those types of things as well. So typically what will happen is that a company will go in and they will try to reclaim as much of that material as they possibly can going out of an old barn, pulling it down. The stuff that is used primarily for flooring is coming from the beams. So this might be something that they would originally pull down, and they would try to get this to take a look like what it's going to look like into a floor. So as they start with this you can kind of see like here, that piece is kind of dug out. But what they're trying to do is they're trying to keep the original look of this. They want the original face of that board. So when they're cutting it, they're taking a saw and they're cutting it straight down this way, and they're exposing the face of that board. So as you see that board's coming in here, and I've got these major voids that are going on, but they want that original look of that material. So as they cut that, they're taking it down, and now you're going to turn it into something that's usable. So they may get out of a piece like this, they may get a 3-foot piece, they get another 2 feet that they can't use, and then the remaining pieces they will use. Then that gets taken from this point and it gets put into, the standard flooring molders. They would actually dry this material first, making sure that it's back to what a normal moisture level ought to be for flooring. And then they'll run that through the molder. So what they're doing, they'll take this to 1-inch strips, they cut it down to that, and then they will mold it into the 3/4-inch floor. So as they do that, they produce material for us, and we're going to get stuff that's going to be like this as it's coming in. So as you can see through that board yet. So our rule of criteria is if they can't break it over their knee, we put it in. But if they can take it and they can pull this thing apart by over their knee, alright, I'm not a karate guy. That board would go in. So, but we try to take a look for the splits like that. We try to say, hey, what can we put in? As you can see here, we've got a deep void in that. We would not put a piece like that into the floor because that's a big dirt catcher. So we'll put pieces like this in. Some people want to see that where it's filled, where we don't have anything into these knots. Most people say, no, don't worry about it, just leave it go. That's part of the natural character of that piece. So we're just taking those things and we make, again, our judgment is that piece wouldn't go in. It would be a very hard piece for us to fill, but these pieces like this would. And you can tell that this is actually a reclaimed piece. You can see here that looks like a screw head was in there, or some type of nail head that was put into that. So you'll also find nails that are in there as well. This I can tell was also a nail hole because the nail was there, the nail got rusty and turned to black around that edge. So it's kind of a unique process in which they do with all this. It's very time consuming. They're taking a lot of time out on when they're tearing that material down to get it to a point where we can actually put it back in. So by the time that we get it, now they've taken this material, they've kind of cut it down to say, okay, this is good for you. We still buy an extra 10% material just to make sure that we're covered as we put that material in. So eventually we will get to this point and we will have a piece that looks like this. Now you'll look at this and you go, boy, this is a light piece, this is a dark piece. You can't really tell how much that's going to pop until we put some finish onto it. They try to get it separated by species. So a lot of white oaks, red oaks, we try to combine them. It's very hard for them to be able to see, is this a white oak piece or a red oak piece? So in order to do that, they actually have to run it through the molder first, flip over the backside and say, is that white oak or red oak? That's a pretty tough thing, even for me being in this business 50 years, to be able to say white or red. Sometimes it's very hard to see the difference between the two. But this is all material that we come about with, and this is all oak. We can also get this in pine. We can also get it in mixed species, so there might be 5 or 6 different species that are all mixed together. So they might have hickory or white oak and red oak and ash and all kinds of different types of wood. You'll actually see out of the showroom a piece of chestnut. And that's very wormy, very dark pieces. So we will get to this point. We'll put that floor back into it. You will see that these boards, some of them are sticking up. They're a little bit uneven. We might try to knock some of them down with a scraper, just so that it's not such a big edge. But for the most part, we're putting this material in and we're sealing it off. So this is somewhat the color as it starts. Now when we do this with an entire floor, we actually use a buffer. Sandpaper onto it and sand it down. We have to be careful as we do this not to take too much off this, like this black piece. Yet we want to get it kind of cleaned up. As I hit that, it was starting to lighten it up. I can actually take that entire color off. Once we get to this point, you can change the color as well. Most people want to keep it just a natural color because it has so much further variety going on anyway. But if you wanted to get it in red, you want to get it in a gray color, you can certainly put some gray colors to this. I'm just going to put on the same type of oil that we use over here on this demo, just to show you now how these colors are going to pop out. Watch it. This can be finished with a traditional finish. It does not need to be this oil. This is, if you want to be the most environmentally friendly product, is what I'm putting on right now, because this is a natural oil along with the reclaimed product. And we're using what's out in the environment to use it up. Notice how that black piece really pops out.
Amazing.
We do have a sample of it with finished on. Show it up.